Alright, I've also been meaning to do this for a while. Kind of like the Namekians video that I just did, I got a suggestion to try an Earthlings team and see how that would work out on just whatever stage I could do with it. Just like the Namekians one, I'm not going to try a hard event today because I don't know how well that's going to go in all honesty. But with unlike Namekians, there's actually some pretty good options on this team, although I'm going to give myself a handicap. I'm not going to be able to use any like the really good cards. I'm only going to be doing free-to-play cards. So I made this team right here. Purely free-to-play, and they're all rainbow right now, except one thing I will note, because I'm famous for doing this, his super attack's not all the way leveled up. But whatever. We're just going to be taking them on a Dokkan event. We're going to see if we could do it without items, just see if it's usable in any sort of way, and if this is like a viable thing, because this is an even better kind of team to use. Like with the Namekians, that's one thing because that's all summonable. Well, besides one of them. This right here, it's all free to play. Anyone can make a team like this. Krillin is actually a very nice option to have, and if you haven't farmed him, farm him. He's very nice for World Tournament. And there's other really good cards on I just got like tongue-tied. There's other really good cards on the team. This guy's good. Whoops. This guy, he's pretty good. They're pretty good. And one thing about them, they easy A, so I'm doing it without them being easy A right now because it's on global. And he's also pretty good. These are all free to play, which is crazy too, because usually a lot of free to play cards are kind of like for Earthlings. Before, there wasn't really like much use for the team, but now it's actually a good free to play option, especially because with Anniversary, there's going to be a new Tien and Roshi card, so that's going to also be added on there. So let's look through stages. In the last one I did the Frieza stage, which is a more recent one, so it's a good test of like tougher cards to see if I can make it through. And yeah, that's like the only one. Oh, I could do the Broly stage. I don't know, you think I should do this? I've never done it before. Not that it's tough, I've just never done it. Alright, well. Oh, and of course, look. Of course, I find a Rainbow Piccolo right after I do the Piccolo showcase. So, you get Krillin anywhere? Actually, you know what? Wait, let's do this. Earthlings, and there are none. Great. So, I'm going to have to use a Mr. Satan lead. That's not that great. Let's try, you know what? I'm going to go back to the Frieza stage. So, this is even more of a handicap. And if we somehow make it through this stage, okay, that proves this team's a viable option for just whatever. Alright. This is what we're going to run with. I'm going to try not to use items. Let's see how this goes.
Let's do this.
And I know, I could just use like another super type lead, but that wouldn't really be fair because that's not an Earthlings card. So, this is my best option right now. Maybe it's going to work. Maybe it'll be okay. I expect this team to at least like on this stage. It's just a Dokkan event. It's not that bad. And surprisingly, some of the cards have pretty good defense. You'll see as I go through with this. So, right off the bat, I'm probably going to keep these guys off rotation just because they're not going to work as much with everyone else. Let's see if... yeah, so it doesn't activate anything else. Yeah, let's go like this. This. And see, this is going to kind of screw me up because I'm so used to having them on JP where they're easy aid. And they're obviously not on this one. So we'll see how this goes. This is only under one side's a 150 lead and one side's a 100 lead. So it's pretty interesting setup I got here. And the thing is too, this guy's meant more so for a Buu Saga team because he's supposed to be ran with that free-to-play Goku. Although he can work on this team, which is nice. He does exchange into Buu, so eventually I will have Buu. Oh wait, no, I can't even activate them here, I don't think. Hold up. I completely forgot his conditions, actually. I wasn't even betting on that, but I forgot. Yeah, so I'm fine on here. Okay. It's going to be kind of tough to get, just because it's like a longer condition, but we might be able to. Alright, let's look at the defense here. This guy's actually really good. Once you have him fully super attack leveled. Even when you just have him without the super attack, he's pretty nice. It's just he's kind of like luck-based, although it's not as bad as some other cards that are luck-based. This one at least has great chance instead of like, you know, medium or high chance for something. So we'll actually throw him in the front. And who else we got here? Oob. He's cool. Interesting. Interesting setup right here. I know he stacks attack. I'm more so concerned about trying to be defensive here. But you know what? Maybe he'll be very nice. Although one of the things I did forget to mention, though, his passive's not going to really activate on many stages, or at least that last part of it, because it's geared towards World Tournament or Goku enemies, which obviously this isn't Goku, and it's definitely not a World Tournament enemy, so we'll keep this guy off rotation, and yeah, good link. I don't know if I want to switch yet, because I know, yeah, they have, well, I mean, the special pose thing is only really benefiting them, so. What does Gohan have again? I want to look at his attack conditions, or super attack conditions. Alright, you know what? I might as well go into him. Also, because this animation's cool. For a free-to-play card, this actually has pretty nice animation. I know it's, like, not, like, that amazing. I like it, though. I like it. It's pretty charming. So, trying this, that, and I kind of want to save those for Krillin, so I'll just do this. The objective right now is just to survive. Okay. He's also pretty good defensively, this card right here. A lot of the Mr. Satan cards have that same, they either evade or they have like some sort of crazy damage reduction. So that's pretty much a given. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, and this is my LR Hercule without the 25 super attack, so not really betting on him doing a lot of damage. Dude, okay, let's do this, and then I'll do that, and we can go with, I'll do that. Wow, and we still have full health. Again, since this is a free-to-play team, I know this isn't a necessarily tough stage. It's kind of like with the Namekians video, but even more so with this one because it's a free-to-play team. It's more so just to test, like, hey, is this viable for just any person to run? Like, if they don't have a good option for a team, but you have an Earthlings team, which is all free-to-play, maybe you'll be able to beat some Dokkan events with it. Because I remember when I was starting out with, I tell this story a million times. I had a terrible time trying to awaken units if you just have a free-to-play team, because most free-to-play teams are, well, back then were crap. They're a lot better now, which is nice that they've improved. But they used to be pretty crap, so I know what it's like starting out with just like a free-to-play team and having harder Dokkan events that your teams aren't really that good on. I even made a second Dokkan account on my iPad just to try out, like, hey, what's it like starting from scratch? And even with that, like, that's still tough on its own, because I was starting out, that's purely free-to-play. So even that was kind of tough to do. Trying to figure out, like, what's a good free-to-play team to do whatever. One that doesn't require, this one does have a bit of grinding because of Krillin and Mr. Satan. Mr. Satan is not really, he's a weird case because he's not necessarily a quote-unquote free-to-play unit, because you got to pay a bunch of Zenny for him. But you could get him for free. It's going to take a bit of time, but you will eventually get him for free, as long as you save up your Zenny. He's kind of worth it. He's good. As long as you're planning on using him. It's nice for collection purposes, too. I also like Mr. Satan, so that's why. I don't know why they call him Hercule in this game. I know why they changed it, because they were afraid of including the word Satan in the dub or whatever, and now that affects like every localization of it. It's just such a weird thing. And this game was very weird with how it chooses. See, I'm going on a completely different topic. We're just watching Krillin like destroy Frieza here, and I'm talking about the way they changed the names of Japanese cartoon characters. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, they changed it because Satan. I'm pretty sure that was the reason. They didn't want to say Satan, which ruins the whole thing with his name. And then it's like Hercule. They went back to saying Mr. Satan and like Super, which is nice. But that's such a weird name change, because why Hercule? I don't know, it's kind of gross, and it ruins the name pun that they have with him, because, like, it makes Videl not make sense, because Videl is supposed to be devil, and he's supposed to be, obviously, Satan, Mr. Satan. I think that's how you're supposed to say it. I love when my videos do this, when I just devolve into some random, completely unrelated topic, while I'm just playing, like, a bubble-popping gambling game with Japanese cartoon characters. It's so fun. That's what I love about this channel. I could just say whatever. I could just talk about whatever stupid ass topic I want. I can air out all my grievances about stupid naming schemes in video games. Another thing, they had Cooler. Cooler was Kura. With the R, Kura. Which is like correct, because that's like it's supposed to be the Japanese name. Although I think they spelled it wrong too. It's not supposed to be with the C. It's supposed to be with technically it's supposed to be like Kura or something. But then that didn't make sense because they had Frieza with the I, and it's supposed to be Frieza with 2 E's. I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna keep devolving. I'm not even gonna pay attention to the game. I'd rather talk about random nonsense. Okay, now we're at half health. Ooh, we're about to get our Dokkan attack. Wait, okay, let's try this. I'll do this, and I'll heal with Mr. Satan. Okay. So I'm betting on these guys dodging and tanking.
Time to get serious.
Time to get serious. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I almost missed that. I always get really pissed when sometimes I accidentally miss one of the numbers on this, and I get pissed because it makes me feel like I'm like an 11-year-old. No offense to 11-year-olds, but like, makes me feel like my hand-eye coordination. Better comparison. I feel like I'm 85 years old and I can't like touch the screen on time. And sometimes it's just an honest mistake. It's not me being slow or anything, it's just honest mistake. Yeah. Yeah. I love this attack. I know it's outdated. It's just him doing that stupid pose when he does the grenade. Look how proud of himself he is. He just blew up an innocent bystander. Well, I mean, it's Frieza. But, like, when he uses super attack on just, like, other people, he's just so happy about throwing a grenade at someone and watching them explode in, like, fiery gibs. That's so morbid, too. Like, what's wrong with this guy? I know there's a lot, like, wrong with Mr. Satan. But it's just funny, like, he's like a psychopath over here. He mocks people after throwing grenades at them and watching them explode. If that's not insanity, I don't know what is. Well, I mean, this is also the guy that thought... Oh, no, he didn't think that. He just tricked everyone. I was talking to my friend before. He successfully gaslit 6 billion people into thinking he did something, and my phone's about to die. He successfully gaslit. That's his superpower, gaslighting people. If you don't know what gaslighting is, it's like just... I don't know, fancy new word for, like, lying and tricking people. So that's essentially what he did. He gaslit 6 billion, 7 billion, whatever people. I guess it was 6 billion because it was back in that day. Ooh, here it is. This is like the second time I've ever seen this because I never use this guy. Why are you defending Mr. Satan? He's a terrible person. He gaslights people. Probably he turned his daughter into like a servant for him. Like there was one scene of her like bringing him alcohol or something. I don't know. That's not that big of a deal. But compared to him gaslighting 6 billion people, turning his daughter into like his own personal butler is not as big of an issue as that. See, I said I want to do no item, but I also don't want to die here. So, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to do a Senzu Beam. Everyone has a Senzu Beam, so that's not really that big of a deal. And who knows, maybe I'll survive this and I won't need the Senzu Beam at all, and you can just pretend I never used it. So what was that, like 47,000 damage right there or something? Yeah, see, I could have survived. I didn't need to use that. I didn't need to cheat. I should have been stronger. I should have been more confident in my team's abilities. Oh, look at this dude. Look how we be tanking. Oh no. Tank this. You better tank this. You fat piece of shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was mean. I can't say that. I don't want to. I don't want to be mean to Boo. I like Boo. Kinda. There we go. So what did I just do besides wasting? How long was that? So what did I do besides just wasting 15 minutes? I just proved that Earthlings is a viable team for people trying to use Dokkan or trying to use it on Dokkan events, which is such a niche thing. This is gonna be useful to like 5 people. There's gonna be like one person in the comments like, "Thank you, Mr. Salad. I have no cards except for every Earthling in the game, and you showed me that I could actually play the game, and I'm not gonna be stuck with my Earthlings team, my great Earthlings cards. Thank you for showing me the light." And you're welcome to that one guy that this video helps. Everyone else, you're probably just here to watch if I fail or not. But I won. I'm victorious. I did it. Alright, well, I might try an Earthlings team on another stage, like a harder one, and I'll actually use not free-to-play cards because I don't really like the free-to-play team. It works, though. I proved it. But yeah, I might be able to make another team, so who knows. Yeah, if you guys like videos like this, let me know below. Give me suggestions, blah, 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 all that stuff. You know the drill. Alright, well, that's it for this video. So, whatever video is next, I'll see you on that, and hopefully you enjoyed this one. So, goodbye, and thank you once again.